guys, and welcome to The Real Road. So today we're doing a kind of funny episode. We're going to talk about weirdest moments that you've had on set. This is Grace. You've probably seen her before from the crazy workout one we did in the park. That was definitely not proper exercise, but a lot of fun. We're here to have a lot of fun again with this one today. Grace, what have you been up to, first of all?
Oh, ambushed. Loads, but it's been a mad week. So I've just finished short film Heads Are Poppin', and another short film, and the title is To Be Confirmed. Ooh. So that's very secretive.
It's not the actual title.
No, To Be Confirmed. Yes. And an escape room at Lady Chastity's Reserve, and also Moonshine, an immersive cocktail experience.
So basically, Grace has not slept for like 3 months because she's been really, really busy. Welcome, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This one's going to be interesting because we essentially put some posts out on the internet and asked our fellow actors and people to basically send us their stories of their weirdest moments on set. We have not read them yet, so we have no idea what's in store. Fingers crossed it's all...
PC?
Yeah, PC and not too rude.
Family friendly.
But first of all, before we start reading some of those, Grace, what's your weirdest moment on set?
My weirdest moment, so the one that keeps coming back to me was when I did web series Tour Girls. So there's a scene in which my character, who was an actor herself, Ashley Jones, she goes in for a commercial casting, which are notoriously weird anyway.
They are really weird.
It was really weird. Like, someone once asked me, bubble like a lasagna. I'm like, how? Where? So they sort of amped this up for this scene, and so before the take was going, we did a couple of rehearsals, and then suddenly, without warning, they started doing the official take where they would pour tomato soup over my head.
What? Did they warn you?
They didn't warn me because they knew it wouldn't be a genuine reaction.
Did they have showers on site?
No, they did not.
That's so mean.
But it that was part of the joke for the commercial casting as well.
Could you imagine if you had another audition to take after? You'd be like, hi guys, sorry.
Yeah.
Tomato hood.
Yeah. So that's kind of the part of the joke, is that commercial castings are just mental.
Yeah.
And I remember afterwards, I was just trying to get tomato soup out of my bra, out of my pants.
Please tell me you weren't wearing a white top.
I was wearing a white bra.
No! It's not white now.
It's in the bin.
Not white now.
It's in the bin. So that was really weird, just standing in a toilet, dabbing my breasticles, wondering, why am I doing this career?
And yet here we are, loving it.
I love it. Yeah. I'm still doing it. Oh dear.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Yeah. Right, so let's have a read of one of the first ones. So I'm going to read this one to you. Okay, so this is the first one we got from the people online. So, I was on the set of The Darkest Hour, big one, as one of the typists, and got chatting in between takes with this lovely old man in a suit. We mainly talked about how amazing the set looked and about analogue film photography, which is said he dabbles in. Only when I walked away and got back to the other essays, they asked me if I realised I just chat with Gary Oldman.
I knew that was
to which I proceeded to laugh and point over my shoulder. That old fat man, that's not Gary Oldman. He doesn't even look like him long. It was him in prosthetics, looking like a very convincing Winston Churchill, aka an old fat man.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine if he'd heard?
Yeah,
it's not real fat.
But so he can't get offended if it's not technically his fat. No. So he's not really a fat old man, even though.
I mean, to be fair, Gary Oldman is a chameleon. Like, I got halfway through Prisoner of Azkaban and was like, oh my god, Gary Oldman! Because obviously, a lot of the time I watch films for Gary Oldman because I'm like, I like Gary Oldman. He's one of my favourite actors. But Harry Potter is something I grew up with, so I just watched them and I was just like, oh my god!
You!
Yeah, so I didn't expect to see him in that. And he's just a comedian when you think about all the way that he's so different. Like Winston Churchill, then Sirius from that. Then you go into days of Fifth Element, and then you go to Batman.
Yeah.
Really different.
So Victoria has said, practicing different types of toothpaste spitting for a shot. How many types are there? Two.
Oh, you get those people that when they spit, they're like...
Oh,
they
no.
They really annoy me. Guys, if you're one of those, learn to spit properly.
Give it some
go to Titanic, watch Jack.
Yeah.
That's not tutorial. A spit. No, dude, no. Right, that's
you get it all out, man.
That's another one. Okay, Jamie has said, doing a scene in a toilet completely naked with the exception of wearing a pig's head mask. Jamie! I really hope that's for a horror film, because otherwise that is going to be one of the weirdest films I've ever seen.
I've just seen which Jamie it is. Thank you so
that's
much.
Brilliant.
Henry.
Okay.
Weirdest experience I've had on set was to pretend I was on drugs and ended up staying in that mind frame for ages. And another time I had to jump in a heated pool with all my clothes on. And then one other time I had to wear a black button shirt with a ribcage buckle strap that looked like it belonged in a 50 Shades of Grey.
I know which Henry
There's
this
so
is,
much
so I
in
bet
there.
you were rocking that look.
Good job, Henry. There's
That's
just
a lot
so
of
much
weird.
in there.
That's
It's
a lot
just
weird.
the drugs and staying in that mind frame for so long.
Oh my god.
Like, it takes a lot of energy to do that, so I imagine that was quite a weird experience.
Could you imagine if you'd done them all in like one?
In the... Oh, do you think it is...
If they was all together... No, I don't think
it
it is,
is
but if
different
you'd
times,
done it all
good.
together, that would be pretty weird.
Drugs in a heated pool with a 50
Right,
Shades
okay.
of Grey outfit.
Ryan says, filming a scene set in summertime while it was snowing.
That's hard.
Good luck with fixing that one in post.
Yeah. I'm so
I mean,
warm.
I know that like the indie film phrase of hell is we'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
Like, it's the one that the directors like love to use, but the editors are like, stop, please, why would you do this? That is going to be really hard to fix.
And also,
in
like,
post.
the breath as well. You got to think, like, when you got to try not to breathe as well. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've had, like, when you're trying to be warm and it's
Yeah,
cold.
it's like
and you got to try
let me
not
do
to
this
breathe
without
'cause it comes
actually
out.
talk breathing.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like I could almost. It's like when you do. It's like when Tenacious D did the inward singing song. It's like I'm talking like this, but I'm not breathing.
You got to do it.
I'm just breathing in, not out. But that's definitely not a good film voice.
No.
So,
Oh, you're good day. Not romantic. Not very.
I hope there were no
Not very
trees.
appealing.
That would be no trees. Trees like summer, winter, unless they're evergreen. Problem.
That's true.
I have a feeling that this video is going to get really, really long. So we're going to do a part 2. So make sure you guys tune in next week for part 2 and more really funny and weird stories about people's weirdest moments on set. Oh, and you'll also get to hear mine next week, which is definitely not one you want to miss because it was really, really weird. Anyway, see you next week.